Things were moving again, in the east and in the west. Sorties were again fewer and far between, with food, ammunition, and perhaps most notably fuel in short supply. But in the weeks that had passed, the German army and navy had captured Ursel, Dogge, and much of the northern archipelago of the Russian Empire. To the sound of distant bombs going off, Vikram read the triumphant proclamations for the assembled pilots. German troops landed on the Russian mainland at Werder. 20,000 troops taken prisoner within hours. General Otto von Below lead new German army to stabilize the Italian front. Loyal brothers in arms. A breakthrough at Capo Retto. 60,000 Italians taken prisoner. Wir halten fest und treu zusammen. The good news kept pouring in, fueling a fighting spirit that hadn't been seen in the imperial ranks for a long time. But of course, there were bad news too. It just wasn't printed. Even so, watching the technicians fuel up his airplane with half the usual complement of petrol, Vikram felt hopeful. Hopeful not of a victory, he had long since stopped believing in victory, but in quick and fair peace terms. Russia was crumbling, months to live at most, and if the West held and the Italian front turned, well, it was something to fight for, perhaps. And as we climb up to altitude, let's just take a moment and investigate the map, because I can't quite recall what we were at doing. North by northeast. Seem to be roughly on course for that. There's a chill to the air. Summer is over. Summer offensive is over. I'll reduce the throttle just a little bit. Allow my friends to catch up. We should all be in D3s for this mission. And if I'm not mistaken, we are crossing a little bit further into enemy territory now. Airfield 13 here is firmly in our control, so we're checking out these two airfields further inland. Let's see if we can take note of where they are launching their airframes from. Because for whatever reason, they're still putting up airplanes to fight. I have slowly come to the realization that I don't think Pat Wilson's campaign generator takes into account the state of the war at all. So while we should be seeing a lot less airplanes, the mission generator probably just doesn't care. It's hardly a big issue, after all. We want action. But even so. So at roughly this point, we can transform and start heading east. Not quite there yet, but whereabouts. My friends are still lagging behind me, unfortunately. And our friends have joined us, finally. Well, we're about ready. Start heading east. And we hope that the airfield won't launch a massive attack on us. But it is still firmly in our hands. Rather windy today. I'd like to get us up to at least 1,500 feet, or meters, I should say. East by southeast, looks about right. I've never felt quite comfortable with the Rise of Flight auto level feature, which I just engaged for a lark, because it never seems to actually hold altitude. I mean, judging by the altimeter, it does. But this is... I suppose it's a... I suppose it's level. It just seems to go nails down really hard. Never liked it. Never felt comfortable with it. Probably just an issue with the default head position. Let's see, how far are we? I believe that northern airfield is in our hands. And once we reach this river, we should be free to turn north. Wait, there's that river. Alright, maybe it's the... No, it should be the next river over. It's not the one we are right on at the moment, but the next one. All right. Start turning north. That's a contact. I think. Only... It is something. It's like a completely lonesome plane there. Lost him. Oh, wait, there he is. Just over the nose. Oh, the turbulence is crazy. You could disappear right into that cloud, and they're gone. Wait. Contacts? What on earth is that? What on earth is that? Those look positively massive. That down there looks like an FE2B. But screw that one. I wonder if they'll shoot me for ignoring that FE2B, but I just need to make sure. But what we just saw on the other side of this cloud is actually heavy bombers, which I haven't seen in a single campaign so far. Where did they go? Friends are still with us, they haven't disengaged. did they go? Where did they go? They are further ahead. Punch it, gentlemen! And climb. Sorry, I didn't. I had to use the double check there. The icon's on for a second. I believe those are multi-engine bombers. Can they be the Ilya Muromets? I only brought 2 friends, but I also brought a lot of excitement. Damn it. Damn this cloud! I wonder where they are headed. Oh, wherever they're headed, they're not headed in a hurry. Look at that. 2 heavy bombers. I believe, wait. Oh no, they're in the cloud again. I thought they were actually heading directly for us, heading north. Doesn't seem like that's the case. They may have diverted. Where are they headed, do you think? We are now headed west. Which would take them pretty much over Mariupol. Well, we can speculate as to what target they're supposed to be hitting. Ilya Muromets 1. I only see the 1 Ilya. Where's the... I definitely thought there were 2. Well. We're going to do sweeping passes at the... Oh, good golly. Friends, feel free to attack. Actually, let's climb away for a second here. We have 1 behind us as well, but let's stick to this one. Why is our friend not engaging? Also, no escorts at all. If I'm not mistaken, they don't actually have a tail gunner as such. That well, they they have a top gunner. It should be fairly exposed from below, but I'm not sure I want to bank my life on it. Bloody hell. I am going to call that one heavy bomber down. Look at that gorgeous thing. Falling to its death. Where's the second one? Did we shoot it down? Did you guys get it? Well, they must have. So there's one more plane over there. Which could be another heavy bomber. I believe that it is. But there's also several planes down there. Yep. Well... the FE2Bs can wait. If we are indeed up against heavy bombers, they mustn't get through. I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't seen Ilias in a campaign ever. In fact, I've never seen... well, I've flown a bomber campaign as the Gotha and the Handley, so I've, you know, seen them, but not as foes. Right. They seem to be cruising at 15,000 meters. I don't know if that's suspiciously low, or maybe they've probably just taken off from somewhere over there, which is information we should be feeding to the headquarters. So this is probably about the height they've managed to achieve. Ilya Muromets is an absolutely beautiful plane. One, if not the first, with a pressurized cockpit, I believe. Not that they'll be using that much, like 1,500 meters. That didn't really go as well. Doesn't look like they have a tail gunner, does it? Oh, this was a bad idea. This is exactly where I don't want to be. Oh my... Pretty, that was a very dangerous situation. That gunner had me right where he wanted me. Waiting for him to make another maneuver. Death of a truly beautiful giant. Okay. Now, seen steaming, I think, northwest from our location. Was another group of bombers. We're nowhere near our target destinations, but screw that. We're shooting down bombers by the dozen. At least if you count the engines. Alright. We should be over by the southeasternmost airfield on this map. And I believe... over here somewhere there was some kind of contact. Yep. Contacted ahead. That looks like it might be another... Nope, that's FE2B. And below him are another couple. Yep. Let's start with the straggler then. Let's see if we survive the encounter. Temperatures are holding steady. I'm slightly worried about getting in the crossfire of the lower ones. I'm at a fair distance, so it shouldn't be very dangerous, but there's still 3 machine guns pointing my way. I'll try to stay below and behind him. It's not our first time hunting FE2Bs. I really don't want to get too close. They will try to maneuver. And the gunner is live. They need to dip below. And probably come up for a quick burst. Something hit the engine there. They're still flying though. Bloody hell. They're maneuvering decently. I mean, it's... Oh, yep, okay. Let's get out of the way of that wing. Now, where are his friends? Where did his friends go? I would have thought they would be heading in roughly the same direction. Which was, what, west? East? No, not east. Certainly not east. Well, we might have lost them. How are we on ammunition? We're okay. Don't know how we are on fuel, but... Are those the bombers or are they fighters? One, two, three. 3 bombers spotted.
And as usual, bit of a boring approach, but if the Brits want to put the gunner in the rear or in the front, this is what they get. Whoop, whoop. Taking hits. And of course our friends are completely useless. He's diving below us. Can't have it bad. Oh. Mustn't waste my ammunition. Yep, he's gone. Now, his gunner might still be live. But I think not. Yep, oh wait, he's still... I really wish they ought to attack. This is dangerous though. When they are flying side by side like this, which means one of them will always have... Can't tell which one of these is actually closer. Suppose it is this one. Damn turbulence! Need some speed. I thought there were enemy scouts first. I think he's gone. Yep. Went into a spin, lost his tailplane there. Who's firing? That's a friendly. Who's chasing? That thing seems to be pretty much shot down, doesn't it? Yeah, he's fucked. Well done, my friends actually did something. Well done, chaps. Capital. Okay. Where does that leave us? We are at an airfield far in the south. There's a little piddly wink of a town there. Is there a piddlywink of a town on this map? I think we might be here. In which case we need to head west. Oh, hang on. Go away. Go away. There we go. Cheers. Well, northwest, I suppose. I'll get some more altitude, get some more speed up, and start heading northwest, which should bring us more in line with the original plan. Either way, I'll see you in a little bit. Where are we? Bloody cloud. Oh, bloody hell. I don't know what's firing, but I do know that flak in Rise of Flight is ludicrously accurate at absurd distances. And we've just angered something, or someone. Southwest. We're heading southwest. Right back into the cloud then. Hello, HQ. Yes? Yes, the enemy is still alive. Where? I don't know. They were firing. What more do you expect me to tell? They were really angry. Firing really big guns. And I really didn't want to stick around. Hip hip. Alright, so we've crossed a lot of uneventful terrain. We've gotten from about, oh I don't know, here somewhere to about here, I think. I'm looking for that little island blip as we speak. And there it is. Okay, so we're on the island. That means, yeah, well, southwest pretty much directly. Give a little bit of left rudder, and I'm going to throttle down a bit and actually start descending because we're fairly high up. And we're going to go in for a landing pretty soon. Even after all this time, operating from the same airfield, you can still get lost. Make errors in navigation. And then I have a perfect map that I can look at. Full screen and high resolution. While I'm flying. I can even turn the autopilot on if I really need to. And look at it in true peace and quiet. No wonder so many planes were lost due to navigational errors. Assuming the wind hasn't changed drastically. Wait, hang on, there's something circling the airfield. No? Never mind. I thought that little bit of road there was a banking airplane. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Well, we can start throttling down. Maintain roughly the same glide slope. We'll begin our turn towards final approach beyond the end of the ridge of trees there. Open the radiators fully. Very turbulent. Of course, the AI is really crap at landing, so he won't be allowed to. Now we're losing the sight of the airfield. But it's just there over our left wing. As I'm recording this, we are just about awaiting the release of the Albatros DVA for the Flying Circus module for IL-2. I'll be very interested in taking her up for a spin, as the Albatros is probably the plane I've logged the most flight hours in. Second perhaps to the E3 Eindecker. But probably between all the different models of Albatros, that's where I've spent the majority of my time. As did many Germinators. And we are down. Let's just see if we can taxi into the hangar there. Next to the gramophone. And I think we can call that a rather successful flight, all in all. Not least because I finally got to see the Ilya Muromets in a campaign mission. And our friend will keep circling overhead because, as you are well aware by now, the AI is not particularly competent when it comes to landings. Hello, crank that up, will you? And with that, I see fit to bid you all a very good afternoon or evening or whatever you have it. Thank you for flying with me. And have a jolly good day. See you next time. Ta-ta.